All right, I'm bored, and I read a book, and I'm gonna talk about it. It's The Bone Clocks by David Mitchell. I think his name might be something else. I don't remember, but we're just gonna go with that. And I loved his book, and I hated his book. His book was not. It was like, I don't know. It made me crash out a lot. I like when I'm reading, I'll be like reading, and then something crazy happen, and I'll like start yelling at the characters. It's like I'm watching a football game. Will Cable, fucking block somebody! That's how I feel when I read sometimes. And I only do that when my roommates are here, which is also what I'm doing recording this. They are not here. It's really hot in here now, all of a sudden. So yeah, The Bone Clocks. Let me start talking about the actual book. I loved it and I hated it. It started off really good. I really liked the main character. It seemed like it was going to be interesting. You know, her like brother gets kidnapped, and like all this shit starts to go down this like paranormal stuff. And you're like, all right, like it's like we're 100 pages in, not even, probably less than that. Like we're in the thick of this book already. This is going to be great. But then this guy's just like, you know what we should do? We should just start talking about somebody else. Like, who's Hugo Lamb? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about this random fucking asshole. And it's like, the first character, she's an idiot, right? She's like 15. She runs away from home because her mom like yelled at her. Her mom actually hit her. Valid Crash Out by Holly Sykes, I guess. That's the main character's name, by the way. I didn't say that. Thought I heard the door. That'd be embarrassing. Yeah, so she runs away. Then like some crazy shit happens. Her brother goes missing. So then like this dude brings her back. And then, but before we get to hear about that, we gotta hear about fucking Hugo Lamb. And also something I didn't notice for the first probably half of the book is like, the book doesn't do chapters, right? It just like kind of like does shit, and then when nothing is happening, it just like skips a couple days, and that's like the chapter. I didn't realize that at first. So like, you have to pay attention to like the dates. It says the dates, so it's like it's not that confusing if you have a brain, but I don't have a brain. So it was very weird. But so anyways, we go to this Hugo Lamb guy, and it's like a whole section. There's like a blank page, and there's like a, you know, I forget what it says. I don't actually have the book on me. I returned it already. But it says like Hugo Lamb, and then but it also says the date, and I didn't notice that. I was just like, oh, I guess it's the new part. And it's like we're talking about some other guy. He's just like this rich asshole who's like a piece of shit. And like the first like 20 seconds, he like cheats like with his friend's girlfriend because they like had a thing, I guess. I don't know. He's just an asshole. I don't like him. But they finally he gets around to making him a decent person, and he falls in love with Holly. But Holly's like 20 something at this point, so it's like it's chill, and they're like the same age. And the time jumped. That was when I realized the time jumped, when Holly was like working at a bar in Switzerland or something. I forget. It's not that important. Anyways, finally Hugo like is like gonna be a good person now. He's locked in. He fell in love. He's ready. He's like locked in. And then the assholes. There's two types of paranormal people. There's the good guys and there's the bad guys. The bad guys got Hugo Lamb. Also, the bad guys got Holly's brother, but no one knows that yet. It's a big secret. It's a reveal at the end. I'm spoiling it. But the bad guys are like, yo, you are a horrible person and you like to have power, so come with us and you'll live forever. And he's like, oh, sure. Like, your whole character arc just imploded. It was like, what are we talking about? You just like, it was, I hate Hugo Lamb. He's such a bitch. Fuck him. Anyways, yeah, he's like a good character, or he was a bad character, and then he's like, oh wait, he's actually gonna be good for now, and then he just like goes and like kidnaps kids now to live forever. Like, what are we talking about? And I was pissed. And you know what pissed me the fuck off else? We go to a new guy, not a new guy, new like point of view. Like it switched to when I'd say like we go to new person. The first person time we were in Holly's head, but then we were in Hugo's head, and now we're in this other guy Ed's head. And Ed and Holly knew each other when they were kids, Ed was the one who told Holly that her brother got kidnapped. I think I'm getting everything. Yeah, and the only reason he helped her is because he thought she was hot, which they tell us right at the end of his section. So he is a journalist. Him and Holly have a kid now, apparently. Also, she's the worst fucking name of all time. I don't know how to say it. I have to write it on this paper. No, I'm just gonna say it. Her name is like Aoife. It's like Aoife. I don't know if that's like a British thing or like an Irish thing, because Holly's like half British, half Irish. Ed's British, I think. I don't know. But she's like the worst fucking name of all time. Who names her kid Aoife? What the fuck? Okay, anyways. They have a kid. She's like 8, I want to say. That's definitely wrong, but she's like younger. But Ed's a journalist in like Iraq, and like, because we're in the times of George W. Bush. And right, it started in 1985. I didn't say that. I should have said that. Starts out in 1985, goes to the 90s somewhere. Then it goes to 2005-ish, somewhere around there. I should have wrote everything down. God, I suck at this. But yeah, we go there, and now we're in Ed's head, and Ed is like a shitty father, basically. He has this kid. He doesn't want to marry a Holly. I don't know why. They don't even explain it. He just like doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to be a Sykes man. Because like the whole like section of his section is like, it'll be like a section about Holly's sister who's getting married to this guy, and he makes fun of this guy for being a Sykes. And then he's like, oh, well, actually, I'm Mr. Weber because I'm the guy and I keep my last name. And he's like, you're a Sykes, buddy. Ed's a big, tough guy. He thinks he's so funny. He's actually not. He's stupid. So, where was I? Yeah, so there's a wedding, and then, it'll be a wedding, and then it'll be like a flashback from Iraq, when he was in Iraq, because he just got back. But, like, he told his family that he was like, oh, yeah, I'm done with the Middle East, man. I reported my ass off there. I am so done. Like, I'm never going back. And then, what do you know? He's got to go back. No, he had to go back, at some point, I think. I don't remember. He, had to go back. Anyways. Doesn't matter, because now he has to go back 6 months earlier than he said. Are you serious? Like, you're just gonna... Oh, yeah, fuck. I forgot to tell my wife and kid that, actually... Oh, my music's gone. I was just saying how awesome that was. I forgot to put it back on. That's fine. Anyways, he's trying to break it to Holly that he's got to go to Syria or something. We'll just say Syria. It doesn't really matter. 6 months before he was supposed to. And Holly's like, bro, we have a kid. Can you lock in and be a father? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? And, the whole time, at first, he's like, no, I'm doing my job. I got a job. I love my job. I don't want to have a kid. Me. All right, I am very dad-like. I feel like I'm like a dad in an 18-year-old's body. I don't have any kids, as far as I know. No, I don't have any. Actually. So, I don't... Fuck Ed. That's what I was gonna say. Fuck him for being a shit father. It's not that hard to just be a good dad. Just be there for your kid, bro. It's it's not hard. You have enough money to live. Holly also has a job. A good job, I'm pretty sure. She also gets rich later, but that's not important. They didn't know that yet. Anyways, Ed is a shit father, and the whole time he's like, no, I want to keep being a shit father, because I like being a shit father, because my father was a shit father. His father was a shit father. His father was in jail when he was 15. Yeah, his father was a robber. Big robbing guy. Anyways, so Ed's like, no, I'm just gonna go back. And the whole time, I'm just like, Ed, fucking be a father. Be with your kid, bro. Ed had me crashing out. And then at the end, the very end, Aoife goes missing at this, hotel that they're at. And they're like, oh my God, where is she? Where is she? Where is she? So he's, running around looking for her. He goes to find this, mystic dude, because that's where she wanted to go the whole day, was to this fucking guy, Dwight Silverwind. Shut the fuck up with that fake-ass name. Anyways, he was actually chill. He was a chiller. Yeah, so Ed goes there. She's not there. Why is my computer on? That's not important. Yeah, Ed goes there, and he's like, oh, well, I'll just help you look. And then, so he helps him, And then, oh yeah, I forgot to mention that Holly's like a psychic. She's like a third eye or something. The part that I don't like and I don't understand about this book that I'll get into more, the supernatural part of it was really, really cool, except I didn't know diddly squat about it until the end, where I thought they like assembled the fucking psychic Avengers, and I was like, yes, now they're gonna tell me what the fuck is going on. And they told me the lore, like I understood the plot, but like Holly was like, so how do we get these psychic powers? I don't know. What the fuck? How do you not know? You've been alive. Spoiler alert. There's the good guys are people that when they die, after 49 days, they like respawn in someone else's body. Yeah, but they don't know why, and they fucking just didn't decide to figure it out. They're just like, yeah, I'll just respawn, whatever, bro, I don't care. Yeah, so they've been around. The first guy, the oldest one, has been around like before Jesus, I guess. Yeah. So that was cool. And then I forget where I even was. Oh, Holly has psychic powers, yeah. So she's like a psychic fit, and she like says the number of the room that Aoife's in. It sounds better than I'm saying out loud. I always like would think about it in my head and be like, that is a stupid fucking name. But Aoife, no, it's dumb. It's still dumb, but it's better than I thought. Anyways, we're like halfway through the book. I need to go faster. Mermaids are gonna come back. Yeah, so Holly has a fit. She's like, oh, 10, 15, whatever the fuck room she was in. Ed goes, finds her, and he's like, oh my God, she's saved. So he's like blessed. And I'm like, yo, this is a great opportunity for him to realize. It's like a Click moment. Click, Adam Sandler. That movie's really good. It made me cry. Yeah, it's like, fuck, I gotta stop working so much, and I gotta hang out with my kid. Like, she's my world right now. Even though I'm in Syria all the time, in Iraq getting shot at. She's my world, bro. I was like, finally, I was like, yes, Ed's gonna figure it out. And he started talking. He made me fucking believe that he was gonna figure his shit out. And I was like, yes, dude, Ed is gonna lock in. He starts talking. Also, Ed's a fucking idiot because, like, right before his section ends, which is about to end, by the way, him and Holly are, like, talking about the what happened. Right? And Ed knows about Holly's, like, psychic things, but no one else in the family really does, except for their great aunt, who's, like, a goat. No, she's not, like, a goat animal. She's, like, the goat. She's awesome. Her character is pretty cool. We're not talking about her, though. She's not that important. So, yeah. Ed is, like, the only one that knows about Holly's psychic shit. So they're, like, talking about it. And then there's one thing that Ed said that really stuck with me. He was like, they were, like, lying in bed, like, snuggled up, like that, like this close. Am I in the middle? Probably. Like that close. And, like, having this conversation about the psychic shit. And he said, like, or he thought, he didn't say it, he was like, we haven't had sex, but this is really intimate. And I just wanted to punch him in the fucking nose. I don't get people that are like that. Like cuddling is so intimate. Like, having a deep conversation is so intimate. You're just like, we haven't had sex yet, so I guess it's not intimate. Like, are we stupid? Maybe I'm just grown up for my age. I don't know. Anyways, I was really mad that he said that. Or I wasn't mad. I was just like, there's no way people actually fucking think that. Like, there's no way that's real. There's no way. Like, I get that guys get a bad reputation for being horn dogs, but, like, there's no way that's real. I'm sorry, there's no way people act like that in real life. So I was like, that's bad writing. I think it's good writing. I think people actually are like that, unfortunately. I'm just not, so I don't get it. I don't get why people are like that. Anyways, he convinces her off screen. This is important later, so I'm saying it. He convinces her, Ed convinces Holly to write a book about her psychic experiences. And also what happens is, like, the way it works is, like, she just, like, hears voices sometimes. Very normal, very cool thing. But, like, sometimes the voices will just, like, reach out and snatch her. They'll just like, yeah, grab her brain, make her eyes go like all, like if my eye was like only blue, right? It was like blue only. I don't remember if there was the white part still. No, I think it was. I think like if my black part just went straight to blue, like I got worse CTE. And what's that guy's name? Antonio. Do I know Ball? I don't know Ball. The guy on the Steelers that kicks the dude, and he was on the Patriots, and he was on the... I forget his name. I have CTE. Whatever. It's not important. What's important is that the voices, they snatch her, they make her eyes look all funny, and then she just starts like spewing some random shit. And she calls them the radio people because they sound like staticky, I guess, until they do that, and then they don't. Then they just like, and come through her mouth. That was really weird. Anyways, we're on to this next guy who's also an asshole. I would just like to say that we go, right, girl, guy, girl, back to Holly, which I will complain about later. But the three guys, they are awful. They all fucking suck. They're all horrible people. They all, like, close to redeem themselves. The only one who redeems himself is actually this guy. I just remembered that he actually is a chiller at the end. He's an asshole at first, but he's a chiller. He's an author. Author writing about an author. But he's, like, a huge, like, cynical jerk. I don't really have much to say about him. His section is not super interesting, to be honest. The only thing he does of note is... Oh, yeah, Holly writes, this is like, I don't remember when it is. Ed is dead. He got blown up by a missile in Syria. That comes up here. So, and this is what pissed me off about Ed, is Ed, like, has this crazy experience. His daughter goes missing. He's like, oh, fuck. He finally realizes that, like, you don't have to just fuck somebody to be intimate with them. And I'm like, yes, he's going to lock in to be a father. Nope, he goes to Syria and gets fucking blown up. Like, I wanted to crash out when I heard that he died. I don't know how that turned out. I did probably crash out. If there was no one around me, I probably crashed out. So anyways, this new guy, his name is Crispin Hershey. I forgot to say that. His name is Crispin Hershey. Fuck you. What kind of fucking name? The only person with a good name is like Holly. Holly Sykes, great name. And, yeah. Oh, Ed Brubeck is a good name too. Fuck everybody else though. Everyone else has a stupid ass name. Yeah. So Crispin, he's like a dick. He's a writer. He like thinks he's goated at writing, but he like sucks. And this guy who was friends with Hugo, before he turned evil, like when he was in college, he's like a reviewer on the internet. I don't know if it's specifically of books or if it's of just like media. I don't know. He just reviews shit, and he gave Crispin Hershey's new book like a shitty ass scathing review, and Crispin's like pissed because he's only like written one good book in his life, and he's like falling off. So they're in Colombia, and you can probably see where this is going. He gets some cocaine from his friend. Crispin gets it from like his agent. I don't know how his agent got cocaine, but like whatever, he did. Yeah, he plants it in the other guy's suitcase, sends him to jail for like 5 years or some like crazy shit, like fucks up his life completely. And then what happens? Right, like I said, Crispin is low-key a nothing burger. It's just to show like Holly is a book. Aoife has like a hot ass Nordic boyfriend. God, Nordic people are so hot. I wish I was a Norse. I'd be tall and blonde. Actually, I don't want to be blonde. Would I be blonde? I'd rather be blonde, actually. I think blonde is good on guys and brunette is good on girls. I don't get why people like blonde girls. Brunette is so much better. I'm sorry. I'm gonna come out and say it. Brunette girls are so hot. Anyways, not important. Yeah, Crispin, he gets fucking shot. He gets like blasted. The guy he put in jail, gets out of jail, and he comes What does he do? Oh, yeah, he, like, confronts him, kind of. But it's, like, a bitch-ass confrontation. Because he's like, oh, the person that did this would... Blah, blah, blah. And then Crispin would be like, well, the person that did that suffered greatly. Blah, 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 blah. And they just, like... They, like, both wouldn't say that it was him. Like, if that was me, bro, I'm coming up to Crispin. I'm punching him in the jaw. I'm knocking his shit loose. I'm like, you motherfucker. You put me in fucking prison for 5 fucking years. It was like a shitty, like, Colombia, like, you're getting raped in the shower prison. I don't know if I can say that. 20 minutes? I've been going for 20 minutes? What time is it? Jesus Christ, I gotta log in. Anyways. Yeah, so, but then he, like, leaves. He doesn't even do anything. He just is, like, I forget if he hits Crispin or what. He just, like, leaves, basically. And then this, like, crazy chick from earlier comes in, and she's like, Mr. Hershey, you didn't read my poetry. You're in the script. You gotta do this. And he's like, get the fuck out of here, because she's like a weirdo. And then she just fucking pulls out a gun and blasts him, and he dies. It's like, well, that sucks. He did nothing the whole time. He, like, did literally nothing. Except he was a chiller after he, like, divorced his wife. After he put that guy in jail and divorced his wife, he, like, locked in. And he was, like, a good guy. W-mans. For the second half of the story. Anyways, we're on to the cool people. Now, this person... I'll just call him Marinus, because they are one of the people that revives. And at the beginning of the book, he's like a doctor. He's like this Chinese dude who's a doctor who, like, seals Holly's third eye bullshit shut. So she can't use it. And the people, like, the bad guys can't track her because it's gone. He does that. But then, like, that guy dies. He respawns 49 days later as Iris Fenby. They, like, change gender every respawn for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, so she's now she's a she. Yeah, so she, like, needs Holly to fight this war because, like, the bad guys took Jacko, but Jacko wasn't Jacko. Oh yeah, Jacko is Holly's brother, but Jacko isn't Jacko. Jacko's like this crazy guy. No, he's not a crazy guy. He's like the oldest. Oh, they're called horologists, right? That's like the study of clocks or something. It's not important. He's like this badass psychic dude. And the first time when he got kidnapped, they were like, yo, this is a huge opportunity. We could fuck these guys up. So they all, like, hid inside his brain because they can, like, take their souls out of their bodies and put their souls in somebody else's body. Apparently, you can do, like, multiple people in one body, I guess. I don't know. Some weird shit. Oh, this is going to end when my roommates come back, by the way. Which is probably going to be soon because they get out of class in 6 minutes. So, yeah. They all, like, go in Jacko's body. But shit hits the fan. It doesn't work out. Half of them, like, die. The two, like, goats, the two oldest guys, both die. The only one who survives is, like, this crazy bitch who's a good guy, but she's, like, annoying. She's like, ooh. She, like, gives this dude, like, a package, and she's like, deliver it to this address when this statue I give you breaks. It's like, why not just fucking tell him? Because she knows. She knows when the statue's gonna break. She knows what day he should send that thing to the guy, to Marinus. She's like, nah, just do it when this breaks. Like, just fucking tell me. Somebody tells me, I'm just like, no. Like, just tell me the day to send it, please. And it was like 60 years later. He, like, sends this message 60 years later. Oh my god, I don't like Esther Little. Anyways, yeah, so that went badly. But now they're going to try to do it again because there's a guy who's a bad guy who's like, I don't want to be a bad guy anymore. The bad guys are bad guys because they live forever by taking children. Oh, it doesn't have to be children, I guess, but they're easy to take. Like, why would you kidnap a dude? It's like a dude off the street. Like, that's pretty tough to do. It also has to be, like, willing. They have to, like, go with you. They have to, like, follow you. It can't be, like, a black phone type of deal. You gotta, like, be like, come on, Jacko, come to this crazy awesome festival. Jacko's like, oh, yeah, dude, let's go. And then when he gets to the crazy awesome festival, they kill him and eat his soul. No, they drink his soul, my bad. They put it into the black wine, which low-key sounds tough. They have tough names, too. They're called, like, anchorites. If it didn't involve killing children, if I could drink black wine and be an anchorite, that sounds fire. But they're assholes. They killed kids. So this guy, he's like, I don't want to be a bad guy anymore. So they're like, oh, sick. So let's like blow up the bad guys or whatever. So they're like, they make up a plan, and they're like, all right, we're gonna infiltrate the bad guy's base, which is in the dusk. It's like the place when you die, your soul goes here, I guess. But they can go there. Don't know how. The bad guys can teleport, but the good guys can't. What the fuck is up with that? Like, literally doesn't make any sense, because they have the same fucking powers. The same powers. They just, like, have mind voltage. They call it, like, psycho voltage or something. That's, like, their battery to do it. It's not that important. Yeah. So, the bad guys can teleport. The good guys can't. So, they don't have a way to get to the chapel. I forget what it was called. It had, like, this long-ass name. Oh, my God. Its name was, like, literally, like, 2 full lines in the book. It was, like, the chapel of the dusk of the augurites of the anchorites of the blah, 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 whatever. It was so long. It was insane. Anyways, they go here, and they're going to blow it up. Like, with a soul. Like, Esther's going to, like, soul bomb. She's going to, like, self-detonate herself. Once again, I don't fucking know. So they get there. They have this, like, epic, awesome mind duel. But it's just, like, they put up a shield. Like, the good guys put up a shield. Like, a mind shield. So, like, physical obstacle, you just, like, walk through it. Wait, yeah, why didn't they just fucking walk through it? The bad guys are stupid. Because they threw a table through it, and they killed... No, they didn't even kill that guy. They almost killed the guy with the table. But Marinus stopped it. Yeah, they just walked through it and been fine. I just realized that's stupid. Okay, anyways, Holly is there. She doesn't have her powers because Marinus sealed them that one time. So she's just, like, watching this whole fucking thing. Like, in the corner, she's like, yo, oh, the table. Yo. But they basically get their ass beat. But they're not trying to win. They're just trying to stall until Esper can blow herself up. Because apparently, it takes forever to blow yourself up. I didn't know that. I guess it does, though. Don't explain why. They're just like, yeah. Yeah, it takes about 9 minutes to blow yourself up. I guess, bro. If you say so, dude. Whatever. They don't explain shit in this book. But anyways, yeah, Holly's in the corner. They're having a big battle. And they end up losing the battle. Except, actually, JK, they didn't lose. The book also does this a lot, which I don't like about it. It, like... Just, like, it'll say, like, the good guys will try something, and then it's like, oh, fuck, it doesn't work. No, it did work! Oh, my God! Yo! My shit just fell over. I kind of said a little too hard. Okay, we're back. I'm just setting my phone in the book. Yeah, and so I was like, I promise you, it actually did work. Like, the first time there's, like, an explosion, and then, like, nothing happens. And the bad guys are like, oh, you... Jesus. Okay. The bad guys are like, oh, you failed. You fucking suck. And then there's, like, another explosion. It's like, oh, my God. It worked. It's like, I fucking knew it was gonna work. Okay. Can we stop, please? I knew it was gonna work, because they keep doing it in the book. I honestly don't remember the other examples, but... Yeah. So it works. The chapel, like, falls apart. They go to this maze. Jacko, like, gave Holly, like, a pendant. Or not a pendant. They make it into a pendant. He just, like, gives her a maze. He's like, memorize this. She's just like, sir, yes, sir. Her, like, 7-year-old brother just gives her a fucking maze. I think it was the day before he finished, so, like, kind of makes sense. I gotta hurry. So, like, yeah, it makes sense why she would actually memorize it, but, like, the fuck? So, they, like, get to the maze that, like, oh, yeah, plot twist. Another plot twist, by the way. If you weren't keeping track, that's, like, a lot of plot twists. Jacko, the really old guy that was inside of the little kid, he didn't actually die. He, like, escaped somehow, and he, like, used the last of his psycho voltage to make this big-ass maze and a fucking port key from Harry Potter. It's just stupid. Like, why don't you just fucking teleport out or, like, go respawn? Oh, yeah, if you die in the dusk, you, like, die. That was literally what they said. They're like, If we die in the dusk, we die. Which is, like, great. Like, there's, like, just crazy, like, 1,000-year-old sophisticated-ass group of people. No, you die. You, that's their official terminology. You die. Fucking idiots. So, yeah. Everyone dies except for Hugo Lamb. He's, like, alive, I guess, somehow. I don't know how he fucking made it out of there. Holly, like, beats the fuck out of somebody. She, like, okay, like, there's 2 surviving bad guys. Hugo Lamb and then this other bitch. Her name's not important. She, like, ambushes them, and then she's, like, talking to Marinus. Marinus is, like, dead. Her body is dead, but the soul is still alive. Just, like, floating around. You know, casually. Actually, I think he, like, went in Holly. But then, like, came out to talk to this person. Don't know why, but it worked out. Because Holly had a rolling pin. I guess she did. She just carries one on her. No, they actually did explain it. She, like, grabbed it from the kitchen in case she would need it. And I guess she did, because she bashes this bitch's head in and kills her. Very cool. They get to the end of the maze, and then Hugo has been following them. He's invisible. I don't know how they have invisibility powers. Once again, they fucking don't explain shit. Whatever. He used his psycho mind powers to give himself invisibility. And, yeah. He's there. But Holly touches the apple, and Marinus stays behind, because you can only do one port. The apple disappears. So then Marinus and Hugo are there. And you're like, fuck, I guess we're going to die in here. Because I forgot to mention the dusk is, like, closing in. If you touch the dusk, no one knows. So the dusk is, like, closing in. And then Hugo apparently has a change of heart. Because he did act, like, legitimately fall in love with Holly. After they had sex, of course. Because, like, you have to have sex to be romantic with somebody. Like, are you thinking here? Come on. Yeah, so anyways, that happens. Hugo's like, fuck, I guess we're gonna die. And Marinus realizes, like, oh, this guy's actually not a fucking asshole. So then he's like, how much psychovoltage do you have? And they, like, teleport out. But it doesn't say that. It's just like, Marinus is like, how much psychovoltage do you have? And then Hugo's like, why? And then Marinus is like, you know how to teleport, don't you? And then he's like, he, like, promises. Oh, no, he can't even, like, kill kids anymore. I mean, he can if he wants to, I guess. But he won't live forever because they destroyed the place that you need to do that. Which makes sense. That actually makes sense. I'm not going to explain it, which is hypocritical, but it makes sense. It does make sense. So he can't even be a bad guy. I don't think he would even want to be a bad guy anymore. So yeah, they teleport out of there, but it doesn't say that. It just, like, ends. It just, like, cuts. And now Holly is an old-ass grandma with Aelfie's kid, because this guy decides, fuck, like, writing about characters. Let's just fucking kill people. So it jumps, like, 40 years. It jumps to 2043. Everything's, like, falling to shit. The government, like, tries to kill you. Whatever. And Aelfie and Orvar, her hot-ass Nordic boyfriend, died in a fucking plane crash because there's a big-ass storm and it ripped the plane in half, I guess. Apparently, that's what just happens nowadays. And yeah, the ending was, like, so depressing. Like, the final battle was not very good, to be honest with you. It was just like, oh, they have this great plan, they're gonna win. It's like, oh, the guy who said he was gonna go against the bad guys is actually still a bad guy. Whoa, plot twist. Fuck, the plan didn't work. Oh, it actually did. Oh, we're in this maze that Jacko made. Oh, call back to the beginning. And it was, like, kind of lame, in my opinion. Because, like, it was the only time the, like, the mind abilities have been put on display, really, at all in the book. There's, like, a couple, like, torture adjacent. Just, like, showing off. There's, like, dudes showing off, basically. Not doing much. All bark, no bite. A little bit of bite. But it just, like, wasn't that good to me. To me, I don't know. Like, it was a really, really cool premise, and it's just, like, they kind of just, like, squandered it. Anyways, it's in the future. The government sucks. They're trying to kill you. The only place left on Earth that's normal is Iceland, I guess. I don't know why. Anyways, it's not that important. It's a little important. Oh, he's not Nordic. He's Icelandic, actually. That's like the same thing though. I'm American, I don't care. But Europe. Does Iceland count as Europe? I feel like it should. I don't know. Anyways, it's the future. It fucking sucks. Holly is a grandma. She's like 70 something. She's taking care of Lorelai. Great name, actually. Goated name. I forgot these two kids actually have good names. So my thing about the names, there's only two characters. And anyways, Lorelai, and this other kid, Rafik, who just like shows up. He's like Moroccan, and he like washes up on a beach near them, I guess. I don't know. Bro just kind of pops into existence. Anyways, like, it's just like depressing. Like, they just like live in this cottage. Life sucks. They get like whatever, like, what's it called? Rations from the government. But then the government's like, actually, we only want to serve the government. Oh, China like rules the world. Forgot about that. Except Iceland. Iceland's still cool. And yeah, the world sucks. Then the government comes in and is like, we don't want to be the government anymore. We're going back to China. So then these bad guys come in and they're like, fuck you. And then the village people are like, fuck you. And they like get in a big gunfight. Then that doesn't even matter because like no one important dies. And then like Iceland shows up on a fucking like what's it called? Aircraft carrier to get Lorelai. No, it makes sense because Marinus respawned because he got out of there. He respawned as some dude who like works for Iceland, and he like convinces them. An act of suasion is what they call it in the business. But he like convinces them to go get Lorelai to save her, to bring her to Iceland because she's Icelandic heritage. She's an Icelandic citizen, so she can go there. But then like Rafik needs insulin. The government doesn't want to do government things anymore, so he can't get it. So Marinus like tricks them to let Rafik go also. And then it ends with them leaving on the boat and Holly being miserable her whole life. And the whole time, I was like, bro, I could treat her so much better, bro. Get me in this fucking book. It was a really good book. I ate it up. I read it in like a week. It was 600 some pages. I just kind of wish it didn't blue ball me as much. I know I said a lot of bad things about it, but it was really good. Just a lot of blue balling. I love the color blue, not so much when it's mixed with balls. Yeah, I actually wrote down two things. Why did I write heated rivalry? I have no idea why I wrote that. I wrote page numbers too, but I returned the book, so I can't check. I wrote, can't go all paranormal and just leave. In parentheses, literally the whole book so far. My guess is something cool happened, and then they went to a different character. And on 290, new story when the current one gets interesting. The same point, but at a different point in the story. This happened at least 4 times. And it's like, you have an interesting story. Why are we going away from it? I don't fucking know. I can tell you why I did that. It made me want to keep reading, but at the same time, it was getting annoying. That was like what I didn't like about it. And the ending was like depressing. I don't want to think about the future. I'm in the now. A scene from Spaceballs. We're at now. But yeah, good book. Would recommend. Just know what you're in for.